Hello everybody, I hope this finds you well. I'm Heather Knox, Chief Executive here in NHS Lanarkshire, and this is my weekly video to staff, just to thank Judith who did the video for me last week when I was away for a few days over the weekend. So thanks Judith for doing that. Those of you that watched last week's video would have heard that Judith shared with you that on Wednesday of last week we made quite a difficult decision to put the board back into an escalated level, an escalated status level, as we had exceeded our bed capacity and had exceeded also our escalation arrangements for that bed capacity across the 3 sites. So that was a very difficult decision and was also impacted by the data we had around workforce absence, which was compounding the issue. And we're still in quite difficult territory. However, I am pleased to see the COVID numbers over the last few days have at last started to come down. So only on Tuesday of last week we had 163 patients across the 3 sites. Now that's down to 125. So I hope that continues to trend down. Nationally, the incidence has definitely gone down. So new case numbers in Lanarkshire, 207 a week ago, 111 now. So hopefully we have started to come out of it. I know the group today met again, and I know that we're going to stay in that escalated level of status for a few weeks just to check that that data is coming back down. But I'm hopeful that we have now started at last to come out of this most recent wave of COVID. So thanks again to everybody who has continued to look after our patients during this most recent difficult time. I want to now talk a bit about a visit that I undertook yesterday out to the mental health team. That's a great visit. I managed to meet with 3 different teams of staff. So firstly I met with Jim Duffy and his team, so the sexual assault response team. I'm really mostly impressed by the way the staff have really looked in detail at the patient pathway and tried to make it as patient friendly as possible for those poor people who have to go through that service. So I was really taken by the amount of time and energy that being put into the detail of planning that unit. So hats off to that team, a really good piece of work. I then heard from Owen Waters and his team, particularly understanding more about specialist children's services and in particular the CAMS service. And I was able to see a video of the work that's been done on the Udston site to upgrade that facility for CAMS, and that work is proceeding really well. So thank you to Laura and everybody who was involved in that yesterday. And then finally I met with Paula McLeod and her team and heard a bit more about the Learning Disabilities Service and also mental health, and I had a visit round the intensive psychiatric unit at Wishaw and also one of the adult mental health wards and met staff there. So again, really impressed with the team working in particular and that unrelenting focus on the patient from absolutely everybody and trying to just do the best that they possibly can for patient care. So once again, hugely impressed by staff across NHS Lanarkshire.